It's so great to be back in New York to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the ABS Roundtable series right here at Aiken, where we launched last year. It's incredible to see so many wonderful faces, people who were here with us last year. It gave me so much joy.
We're here today because we're very passionate about telling our own stories, like African business stories, particularly like women, because we don't hear a lot about women that are building businesses and exporting globally. So I'm very excited about being here and sharing my journey. We're selling wine in markets that we never even dreamt of, in an industry where we don't even see a lot of us, people of color represented. So being around other female entrepreneurs in the room has been really encouraging, hearing their stories as well and how they started. Having that ecosystem, especially from Africans, by Africans, it's been really incredible.
The word that encapsulates it is stories. We don't hear enough of them. They are there, they need to be spoken about, they need to be spoken about proudly as African stories. I think it's really important that these stories then allow connectivity to breed, and that's connectivity between the global community and the African continent.
When I was here last year for the inaugural Roundtable series, I felt like a lot of the conversations were around the difficulties for female African founders in accessing capital. But today was amazing because I got to chat with female founders who've not only established their businesses, who've not only been able to access capital, but are scaling globally, right? So it's like you start a conversation about the problem, but today we got to see success stories.
As Dr. Arama said, we don't need to push women and women-owned businesses to think small. We need them to think big. African women entrepreneurs are able to do big things, especially if they have the support. What the ABS is doing is really phenomenal, telling the stories of women entrepreneurs across the continent who are doing big things, even with challenges, even with resources that are not what they should be.
Coming here today, I've heard stories, my ears are full, and I'm so inspired to just continue going and to not relent on telling the authentic African story. And I'm just so glad I came. That's my take home today. Network more, and I'll definitely do that going forward.
I was particularly humbled to have the opportunity to honor Dr. Benedict Orama, the president of Afrexim Bank, for his tireless work in championing growth and development on the continent, especially for women-led businesses.
The problem of Africa is that others have been telling our stories. And they've been telling them in a way that had been putting us down. We should adopt African best practice. And African best practice would be formed by telling our stories of the successful things that our people have done. Because when we have them, and then they form a body of knowledge, they become the African best practice.
As we move forward past today, we want to do more. And so, like I said during today, we're launching 2 new initiatives. And one of them is the Scale Ready Bootcamp to equip women and upskill them to help them develop the skills that they need to be able to attract the funding that they need. We're also looking to do trade missions, connecting the continent to the diaspora, acting as a bridge for people who are looking for opportunities to invest on the continent. We're looking forward to this next phase of growth at African Business Stories, and we'll welcome you to join us as we empower women and build our continent. Thank you.